At 83, Barbra Streisand finally speaks up about Robert Redford. Barbra Streisand was born Barbara Jones Streisand on April 24, 1942 in Brooklyn, New York. York is one of the most iconic and influential performers in modern entertainment history. Her life story is one of determination, resilience, and extraordinary artistic achievement. Growing up in a working-class Jewish family, she faced early hardships, including the death of her father when she was just 15 months old, which left her mother to raise her and her older brother Sheldon under difficult financial conditions. Despite these struggles, young Barbara displayed a sharp intellect, a love for storytelling, and above all, an exceptional singing voice that would one day take her to the heights of fame. From a very early age, Streisand stood out as a dreamer and an individualist. While attending Erasmus Hall High School in Brooklyn, she was not considered conventionally beautiful by Hollywood standards of the time, and her shy, awkward demeanor often set her apart. Yet, her talent was undeniable. She joined the school choir, where her powerful and distinctive soprano voice immediately captured attention. She knew deep down that she was destined for something greater than a traditional life path, and she pursued her ambitions with relentless passion even as those around her doubted her ability to succeed in such a competitive field. Her career began in the early 1960s when she started performing in small nightclubs and cabarets in New York City. What separated her from countless other young hopefuls was not only her vocal brilliance, but also her stage presence. She had a unique charisma that drew people in. By 1962, she made her Broadway debut in the musical I Can Get It For You Wholesale, earning glowing reviews and quickly becoming a star in the making. Just 2 years later, she landed the leading role of Fanny Brice in Funny Girl, a performance that became her breakthrough and established her as both a Broadway legend and a household name. Her rendition of People from the show remains one of her signature songs to this day. Her rise to fame was meteoric, beginning with her performances in small nightclubs in New York during the early 1960s. It was here that audiences first began to notice her remarkable voice, which could effortlessly glide between delicate subtlety and dramatic intensity. Soon she was appearing on national television shows like The Tonight Show and The Ed Sullivan Show, capturing the attention of a wide audience who were mesmerized by her unique vocal style and charismatic presence. Streisand's talents did not remain confined to the stage. She quickly transitioned to recording, releasing her debut album, the Barbra Streisand album in 1963, which won her 2 Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year. This remarkable achievement marked the beginning of a recording career that has spanned more than 6 decades, with Streisand becoming one of the best-selling female artists of all time, amassing more than 150 million records sold worldwide. She has won 10 Grammy Awards, including a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award and a Grammy Legend Award, further cementing her place in music history. Her move into film was equally groundbreaking. Streisand reprised her role as Fanny Brice in the 1968 film adaptation of Funny Girl, earning her first Academy Award for Best Actress. This was only the beginning of her movie career, which showcased her versatility as both an actress and a director. She starred in acclaimed films such as Hello, Dolly, The Way We Were, A Star Is Born, and Untold, the latter of which she also co-wrote, produced, and directed, making her the first woman in Hollywood history to earn such multifaceted credits on a major studio film. Her work on Untold not only won her a Golden Globe for Best Director, but also paved the way for other women in Hollywood to step behind the camera. In 1991, Barbra Streisand, already recognized as one of the most celebrated and versatile entertainers of the 20th century, reached yet another milestone in her extraordinary career with the release of Just for the Record. This monumental 4-disc collection was not simply an anthology of her greatest hits. It was an intimate journey through the breadth of her artistry. The set included not only the classic songs that had defined her as a powerhouse vocalist, but also rare live performances, behind-scenes moments, and previously unreleased material that gave her fans a glimpse into the depth of her creative world. For many listeners, Just for the Record felt like a time capsule of her career up to that point, allowing both longtime admirers and new generations to appreciate the sheer range of her voice and the timelessness of her music. The compilation became more than an album. It stood as a testament to Streisand's unparalleled ability to blend emotion, technical brilliance, and storytelling into a body of work that continues to resonate decades later. Despite her dominance in the music world, Streisand's talents had always extended far beyond singing. After an 8-year absence from acting, a hiatus that only heightened the anticipation of her return, she reemerged on the big screen in 2004 with the blockbuster comedy Meet Her role as Raz Fowler. The eccentric, free-spirited mother showcased not only her comedic timing, but also her natural warmth and charm, reminding audiences why she had long been one of Hollywood's most bankable and beloved stars. The film's success quickly led to her reprising the role in its sequels, Meet the Parents and Little each installment, reaffirming her to adapt effortlessly to modern audiences while bringing her signature charisma to every scene. Streisand's return to acting was more than a comeback. It was proof of her enduring versatility, a reminder that she could command a concert stage with the same brilliance that she lit up the silver screen. Her career, however, has never been defined by limits. And in 2012, she once again captured the world's attention when she embarked on her Barbra Live tour. One of the highlights of this tour was her unforgettable 3-hour performance at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, a homecoming of sorts that resonated deeply with her fans. The evening was more than just a concert. It was an event, a celebration of her life's work, and a demonstration of her still unrivaled vocal power and stamina. Streisand's set list moved seamlessly from beloved classics to deeply personal songs, weaving together a story that kept the audience spellbound from beginning to end. The magnitude of the night was underscored by the presence of a star-studded audience, including cultural icons like Woody Allen, Michael Douglas, Donna Karan, and Ralph Lauren, who all came to witness the magic of Barbra Live. Barbra Streisand's personal life, like her career, has often drawn significant public attention, particularly her marriages. She has been married twice, with both unions involving men who were also part of the entertainment industry, reflecting her close ties to Hollywood, not just professionally, but personally as well. Her first marriage was to actor Elliot Gould, a fellow performer who at the time was gaining recognition for his work on stage and in film. Streisand and Gould married on September 13th, 1963, during the early years of her rise to stardom. This was a particularly eventful period in her life, as she was transitioning from being a young singer performing in nightclubs and on Broadway into becoming a household name in music and film. Their marriage brought together two ambitious and talented individuals, both navigating the challenges of careers in the spotlight. However, as with many relationships in Hollywood, the pressures of fame, demanding schedules, and the complexities of personal growth eventually created strains. On February 12, 1969, after nearly 6 years together, they publicly announced their separation, a decision that generated significant media attention because Streisand was already one of the most famous entertainers in the world. Their divorce was finalized on July 6, 1971, officially ending their marriage. Despite the end of their romantic relationship, they shared an enduring connection through their only child, Jason Gould. Jason grew up surrounded by the influence of two successful parents and later found his own way in the arts. In a particularly memorable and touching moment in Streisand's career, Jason even appeared alongside her as her on-screen son in the acclaimed 1991 film The Prince of Tides. This casting added a deeply personal dimension to the movie, blurring the lines between Streisand's real life and her artistic expression, and further cementing her reputation as an artist unafraid to bring personal meaning into her professional work. After many years of focusing on her career and raising her son, Streisand eventually found love again with actor James Brolin, an accomplished performer in his own right, best known for his film and television roles and his commanding on-screen presence. The two married on July 1st, 1998, in a ceremony that captured the imagination of fans and the media alike as it marked the union of two beloved Hollywood figures, both of whom had long and distinguished careers. Unlike her first marriage, Streisand and Brolin's relationship was formed later in life after both had already experienced the highs and lows of marriage, parenthood, and public life. Their partnership has often been described as warm, stable, and deeply supportive, with each